you as a fan watching the game, seeing the defense, like, okay, should probably make an audible, and then nothing changing.
Yeah.
That's, something that Drake obviously will learn in the offseason and something
True.
he will take from his playoff run this year.
Welcome back, Benchwarmers. It was a bowl. I don't know how super it was.
Very good point. It was pretty lame.
There was a game. There were teams that played. One played a lot more than the other. Yeah. And it was kind of a boring game. We're gonna talk a little bit about
That's how boring it was. You can't even. You don't
I don't
even
know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about the Super Bowl that just passed. Seahawks, Patriots. Obviously, Super Bowl 60. Electric game, bro. Just nail biter, edge of your seat action, last second drama. I mean, it had everything you wanted, right?
It had nothing that I wanted. It had a lot of kicking by punters and field goal kicker. It was very strange compared to what we were expecting. And I mean, maybe the defense part we kind of thought, but
true.
The offenses both did not do a whole lot. It was pretty black.
Pretty black. We'll get some details. Before we get started, though, if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss any one of the new episodes.
Also, if you can please do us the favor, if you like what you see here, please don't forget to slap that like button.
Slap it for us. Come on. It's free. Free for you. It's free for us. Helps out the channel a lot more than you probably think.
Hell yeah. All right, now we talked about we're going to get into the Super Bowl, obviously. But before we get started, I want to mention that we did hear today the sad news of James Vanderbeek passing away. Obviously, been battling cancer and some other stuff for a while. But, being that it's football and James Vanderbeek, the first thing I thought of was Varsity Blues back in the day and the whole I don't want your life saying. So as a remembrance to him, I thought we'd share and show the trailer from when we watched that. So let me get that up here for you real quick.
All right. Yeah, man. I mean, he's been in a bunch of different things. Obviously, this is one of them. But Dawson's Creek, and he's been just a famous actor, and one that we grew up with. So
yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna play the trailer, and we might make some comments along because you might see some people you didn't realize that were that young were in this movie. So
all right,
let's take a look. Rated R. Everyone be prepared.
Okay, careful.
In America, we have laws. And it's just accepted that as a member of American society, you will live by these laws. In West Canaan, Texas, there is another society which has its own laws.
We woke up in the Twilight Zone. West Canaan, sex and football. That's all there is.
Yeah, he's young, man.
Hey, Mark, let's roll!
Woo! Lance, can I have your autograph? Right here?
Oh, rip.
These players are just running around flawless. Oh, my boy's too much trouble for you.
Oh, wow.
No, Coach. What the hell are you doing?
Changing. Oh, come on, I'm wearing underwear. Does it really bother you?
I can handle it.
Tell me this ends over in a few weeks.
5 more games. No more football, no more Kilmer, and if I get into Brown, no more West Canaan.
Woo! Yeah! Come on, keep your shirt on, Billy Bob. Get your grip on, man. I'm here to work.
Man, 90s movies were different, bro.
We do things around here my way. You're going to be second string all your life, boy. This game is 48 minutes for the next 48 years of your life. This is your opportunity for you. Playing football at West Canaan may have been the opportunity of your lifetime, but I don't want your life.
You disobey me, and I will bury you. I know about your scholarship to Brown. Only way we're going back out in the field without you.
Kilmer said 48 minutes, the next 48 years of our lives.
I say we go out there and we'll leave it all out on the field. We got the rest of our lives to be mediocre, but we have the opportunity to play like gods.
Let's be heroes.
Good times.
Yeah,
when life was simpler, right?
James Vanderbeek. Crazy how many people are in that cast, man, especially young back in the day. Woo!
Yeah, no, very true. Very true.
So, R.I.P. James Vanderbeek, just want to do a little shout out.
Nice. All right, let's get back to real football. No offense to Varsity Blues.
You're good.
Super Bowl happened, and like we kind of started at the beginning of this, it was pretty boring. I was rooting for the Patriots, so I don't think it was boring because they lost. I truly just think the game was boring. They could have lost and it'd been interesting, and I would have had a better time. I predicted the Seahawks to win. We were actually both pretty close on our predictions, and yeah, I don't know. Seahawks covered like we thought, under like I thought.
Yep.
But I don't know. It just, I just wasn't feeling it.
Okay.
I don't know.
I say the fact that we had an MVP, not that Kenneth Walker didn't deserve the MVP, he had 135 yards carrying, 26 yards in the air, but he didn't even have a touchdown. Now, he had that one where I was like, oh, at the end, this is going to clear it. Like, he's going to definitely have, and then they called it back on a penalty, so he didn't get a touchdown. But he did deserve the MVP. At one point, I thought Jason Myers, the kicker, was going to get MVP. I mean, he won the game by himself, if you look at it.
Right? Yeah. 5 field goals, 2 extra points. That's 17. I mean, granted, he gets 15. He still wins by himself, right? Because the extra points obviously come because of a touchdown. But let's just say he had field goal. Let's just say Seahawks only scored 5 field goals. They still win.
Yeah. And the sad part is, at least for me thinking, is they were up 12-0 going into the fourth. So it's like they could have been like those 2 touchdowns that Drake May got were late. It was kind of garbage. I feel like Seattle was, because it was the fourth, they were slightly taking the foot off the pedal. But I feel like also Drake May just never had any time. I think it was the left tackle or left guard just got beat up all day. The Seattle Seahawks were blitzing at him all night, and they couldn't stop him. And even the few times that Drake May had like a little bit of time and there was something, I think he just felt rushed because he was rushed all game and he made more mistakes. So it just, in a weird way, he saw ghosts. So kind of came back.
Dang, that's kind of a weird parallel that you threw right there, but you're not wrong. I mean, really, to me, the game, you kind of lined it up perfectly. The game came down to the offensive line of the Patriots not being able to provide Drake May of anything. And not even only Drake May. They couldn't run the ball too well. They did okay at the beginning. Ramondre was getting some decent runs. Trevion Henderson couldn't do anything. That guy needs to learn how to pass block because he is almost unusable unless he can block for a pass, because every defense knows, oh, Trevion's in the game, they're running the ball. Exactly. Or it's a quick screen to him. It's like he's getting the ball in some way. All you have to do is focus on him because he's not going to be blocking because people could just walk right by him. So just blocking Drake May, I think, was the big problem. Patriots defense, what more do you want from them, bro? They didn't even give up 29. They gave up 22 because one of them was a pick six. So they only gave up 22 points to a team that was, and they were on the field the whole game, bro. Dude, it was long drive, field goal, 3 and out. Long drive, field goal, 3 and out. It was just, I mean, they couldn't do anything. They were jumping routes to try to make something happen, get a pick to turn it, and they just couldn't do it. Sam Darnold kept the ball clean. They ran it. The defense did exactly what they knew they were going to do, what everybody kind of saw that they were going to do. And I think it just really comes down to that. Other than that, I think the team did as best as they could. They tried to make the comeback there at the end. And I mean, honestly, the first touchdown to Mac Hollins was sick, bro. I mean,
beautiful.
It was great plays, but it's almost too little too late, right?
Yeah, and once they got the second one, even if they missed the 2-point conversion, you're still down enough that it's 2 possessions.
Correct.
If Drake May doesn't throw a pick on that next drive and they continue down the field and even get a field goal, I don't think they're going to come back and win, but you still like, okay, we're not done yet. We still have a game. But once he threw that other pick, that was it. There was not enough time, not enough for them to do. Drake May was running for his life. It kind of looked like Justin Herbert all year for the Chargers this year. It just like never had any time to get anything done. And like you said, they couldn't run the ball. So it was just a mess altogether. But, and I picked Darnold for MVP. You picked Jackson Smith and Jigba. Nope, Kenneth Walker. Who would have thought of all the people? None of us would have picked Kenneth Walker. So,
yeah, I mean, the more I think about it, I guess it kind of makes sense. But because, like we talked about, Vrabel trying to take away your best option of JSN. And if he can't.
We kind of picked against our own theory and thought there, didn't we?
Yeah, because obviously picking against JSN to take him out. But if he's not throwing to JSN, then who's he throwing to? Almost nobody. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then it's Darnold getting taken out. And that's basically what happened. And they ran the ball like crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's it sucks, but it's honestly the way I see it is it's a really great thing for the Patriots going forward because they have still a ton of cap space. They have a young Drake May on a rookie contract. They made it to the Super Bowl with what they have, and all they can do is improve. Like what way? There's not really that much way. Tell me who on their team that is like super recognizable that they're gonna be losing to free. Like there's nobody there, bro. It's not like they have this. What, Stephon Diggs? Is that who you're talking about?
I was gonna say that's not free agency, but I was gonna say his name. I don't know how that's gonna go all down or what's going on, but that was the only name I was gonna suggest.
But I mean, and no offense to Stephon Diggs, I like Stephon Diggs, but if he doesn't come back next year. Are the Patriots now in last place? Not like no, bro. He's not. That's what I'm saying.
Difference maker he was 5 years ago. So I get
no, and he's still a good player, but he's to your point. He's not the same. He's not the same player that he was at his peak, and so that's why I think the run going forward for this team is pretty positive. I mean, Vrabel had outside the locker room like he always does, just trying to keep everybody heads up. He's like, let's all be pissed together. You know what I mean? We're not done. This is just beginning. It's been 307 days of work. That's it. We got a lot more ahead of us. A lot of people are kind of buying into it. So. Readdress the offensive line, give Drake May some time, and the team is not far off from recompeting next year because they were just in the Super Bowl.
The only thing that's going to be different for them next year is this year they had the easiest schedule by strength because of being a last place team last year. Now going to the Super Bowl, you're going to get the best of the best from the year prior. So that will make it a little different. And being the defending champions of the conference, you're going to get a lot more. I mean, Buffalo's going to be at them like crazy next year in those two matchups alone. Miami is whatever. I don't even know what they're going to do because of the quarterback situation. So they'll be set up to possibly win the division again next year. But I'm with you as far as like Vrabel's concerned. Like I feel like he's like Belichick when like we're on to the next one, but he also knows to enjoy the moment or like take in the moment and use it in a good way, I guess, positively. So I do expect them to be back and be ready next year. Me though,
how ready? I don't know.
If I'm a Patriots fan, is I know they didn't have a lot of time, but like that's all the offense you came up with, Josh. Like McDaniels, you couldn't have come up. I felt like they didn't try a whole lot. Maybe they just figured it wasn't worth it, or they tried in practice and it didn't. I don't know. I just felt like the offense wasn't really creative, and that the point of you're down and nothing's working, like
get crazy, right?
Yeah,
totally agree. The only thing I can think of is two things. As far as that, and then I have another comment about something else. I'm hoping I remember it. The first thing is he's not Tom Brady.
Facts.
So maybe Josh McDaniels is like, I'd like to do this.
That's
but
true.
Maybe not.
This is his. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The second thing is he. Oh, dang it! Now I forgot the second thing. I was gonna say he's not like Tom Brady. Shoot, I don't know. I saw a couple of times though, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, the creativity. I think it was a little too late, right? Like he finally started getting things open in the fourth quarter. Yeah. So that leads me to one point, but let me quickly finish this one. Tom Brady, I saw a couple times in the game, and I'm not a professional quarterback. I'm not even an armchair quarterback. I don't know a lot about football, but there's a couple things that I've seen by watching a lot of times that are like, okay, maybe we should try to do something. There was a couple plays where they're on offense, and you see the defense the way it's set up. I'm like, they should probably, like, they're all crowded in the line of scrimmage and nobody's faking it. They're like literally ready to blitz. I'm like, you should probably swing it out. And what do? They go for a deep pass. Everybody's running go routes. I'm just like, audible, bro. Audible. Quick slant. Stop trying to get 50 yards on every play, man.
Yeah, even though
I know we need to come back.
Time.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not the way to do it. Not against this team. You don't have time. Some of the things they were doing, I'm like, they should run the ball or they should pass the ball. It looks like they're in a passing formation, and then they run it up the middle for 1 yard. I'm like, to your point about where's the creativity and the calling here?
Yeah.
The last point that I can think of, and actually I didn't even mean to say it. I'm not trying to give myself props, but I truly did say this, and I said it before. Mike Tirico touched on it, but before he touched on it, I said it. It was about the mid-third quarter, and I was like, okay, this is the only thing I can think of. Tom was down a lot in Super Bowls. They didn't do anything in the first half. Their Super Bowl plan is, let's have the defense keep us close. We're going to learn and play and make them tired and confuse them, and then we're going to freaking attack them. And that's what I thought was going to happen. I was like, okay, you know what? This isn't a 12-0. Yeah, granted, that's a lot, but that's 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I was like 28-3 is way worse in the middle late.
That's what I'm saying. And I get he's not Tom Brady, and Bill Belichick isn't here, and but all those things, right? But the principle was like, this is the time. Like this could still happen. It was still close enough. Yeah. And they scored the touchdown. I was like, okay, I think, and then it just went back off the rails. So I think it was close. That's a good point about.
You mentioned like,
Josh
setting up or going to the line, and then you as a fan watching the game, seeing the defense, like, okay, should probably make an audible, and then nothing changing.
Yeah.
That's, something that Drake obviously will learn in the offseason, and something
True.
he will take from his playoff run this year. And like, I need to be better about reading a defense and knowing what they're doing. But also, he's a second-year guy, so like, I'm not expecting him to know everything. He's
True.
not Tom Brady in 20 years of experience out there, and he's seen literally everything they've ever tried in the sport. So there's a different level to that. And again, Vrabel's been there, won, lost in Super Bowl. So I feel like he's going to be able to get those guys bounced back and ready to go next year. Because, like you said, they're pretty set up. There's not a whole lot of pieces they have to worry about in free agency or anything. So they should continue to build from there. New England fans, have fun with another run, I guess, to Super Bowls. We'll see.
It's pretty crazy, to be honest with you. Yeah. Not a fan of the city. Well, I mean, I actually don't mind most of the teams from there. Yeah, it's just the basketball team I hate. Everything else I'm indifferent about. I like the Patriots. I like the Red Sox. I don't care about the Bruins and Buck Foston when it comes to basketball. So.
As our favorite friend from the Pat McAfee show back in the day said.
Oh, bro, I love that. Thank you. Oh, what was his name, bro?
Owen. I think his name's Owen.
Owen, dude. Owen. Thank you, Owen. Oh, yeah, and fuck Boston. Great kid. Love that guy. Shout out to Owen. I wonder how old he is now. Probably like 13, maybe. I feel like that's a couple years ago.
Like 3 or 4 years ago. So yeah, he's probably like 13 or 14 years old. Dude, if I'm him, I'm telling everybody in school.
Oh, that's me,
I'm
bro.
the kid they called Pat McAfee.
That's me. 100%. I'm saying that too. All right. Before we wrap up, money line spread. We got the money line right. We both said they would cover. We got that right. We were actually pretty close on the score. 29-13 final. I said 27-17. You said 30-17.
Right there.
Not that bad. I had the under and it was right. You had the over and was wrong. And like we both talked about, we were both incorrect on MVP.
The MVPs.
And we actually talked. We convinced ourselves that these weren't going to win MVP, but we still picked them.
Yeah. Again, we talked about Vrabel setting off the pieces that are the best and making you beat you with whatever other piece. And we didn't think about Kenneth Walker. How stupid.
Yeah. It's a miss, but it's fine. It is what it is. Well, that kind of wraps up football season, man. It was a good run. For as fun and a crazy of a season as it was, the Super Bowl was not a great topper. No?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that NFC title game was kind of our Super Bowl.
That was the Super Bowl. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But with one ending of a season comes the beginning of another. We've got we're in the middle of basketball and hockey season. Baseball's on its way.
Pitchers and catchers report in less than a week.
Nice. And football will obviously be back come fall. But we're also moving and transitioning into a new moment for, I guess I would say us, but it's a little bit more for myself. As many of you have seen or heard, Corey and I have been doing this for some time, but I'm going to be having to take a small step back for the foreseeable future. I won't say forever because I don't think it will be forever. I do enjoy talking, being creative.
We're still going to hang out and talk too. It's not.
Of course.
Camera.
No. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that part's still happening. But the portion of us coming on here weekly is going to come to an end after this episode. Like I said, at least for the foreseeable future. I've got a lot of changes going on in my life, and I just need a moment to kind of take a step back and sort things out. I don't want to half-ass the show. I don't want to give half effort when I know Corey's putting 100%. It's just not fair to Corey. It's not fair to the audience. It's not fair to myself because, we put a lot of work into this, and I want to make sure that, we have a standard that we set and not just, me read a couple paragraphs of an article before we come on and spew what it said. That's not, doesn't add value to anybody, and it's a waste of time for everyone. So I've decided to kind of take a mini step back. Corey obviously is understanding, so I appreciate that. But make sure you stick around because I'm still going to be checking in every once in a while. Corey's going to be taking the helm and doing all sorts of fun things, whether that be shooting solo like Colin Coward or whether that be getting a couple guests on to kind of talk some stuff, whether it be hockey, baseball, football, all the kind of stuff. We're going to have a couple interviews. I should be checking in for those. Not that much prep work for that. That's why I kind of don't mind sticking around, but that's kind of where we're at. So I wanted to just tell everybody that, thank you. Thank you for being around. Again, this isn't over. It's just a break for myself. Thank you for the views. Thank you for any of the comments. Shout out to, the day oneers, Art and Loff and our parents, our siblings, and all the friends that have made this what it is, and just fun for us. It's fun to kind of talk about. So if there's anything that I can tell the viewers out there, it's that sports is fun, but the most important thing is family, friends, love, and for many of us, including myself, and that God. And so I'm going to be taking a lot of time to reflect and spend time doing those things. And if there's anything that I can, any sort of words of advice that I can give to those out there, is cherish those that you have in your life, and because there will come a time where you can't. And if you're ever lost and you're looking for something and you're just looking to change, I cannot stress and express how much Jesus Christ has changed my life. And if you're just looking for something, and if you're looking for answers, I promise you they're in the book. So I'll be praying for all of our viewers. I'll be praying for Corey to kind of keep this moving. And I just appreciate your understanding, brother. And again, it's not necessarily a goodbye. It's just a pause for now.
Absolutely.
So thank you. I can't say thank you enough. So I appreciate everybody. Let us know in the comments below how you'd like to see Corey continue this. You want to see some of that solo combo like Colin Cowherd? You want him to bring in a lot of guests? Let us know.
And also hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok at RVFTB and tell me why the Titans are going to be the team to watch next year. I know Brendan just shouted me out, but I'm shouting out. I'm getting ready for next football season. So
that's true. That's true. I like it.
And I appreciate everyone for stopping by.
And seeing things from RV from the bench. Remember, if nobody loves you, Jesus loves you. Peace.
This was a Sycamore Fourth Studios production.